Merry Christmas, everybody, and since it is Christmas, let's talk about one of my favorite modern Christmas movies, 8-Bit Christmas. Probably don't need to say this, but spoilers, so hit that like button, come back later. So this is probably one of my top 10 favorite Christmas movies ever, and it always makes me sad whenever I realize that this movie is super underrated. My favorite character in this film has to be John. Steve Van plays the dad in this movie, and if you think he looks familiar, he plays the dad in all three of the Wimpy Kid movies. And yeah, he just brings that same role from all three of those Wimpy Kid movies, just to this one movie here. It's honestly kind of nostalgic to see him play a crazy, but also relatable dad again. So if you're a fan of 80s stuff and A Christmas Story, this movie is gonna be perfect for you. I was so surprised on how much I enjoyed this film last year, and yeah, it's honestly a roller coaster of emotions. There are so many 80s references in this movie, which makes sense because this movie does take place in the 80s, and my parents just loved picking out those little moments because they grew up in the 80s. All the characters are really fun and likable, and the film has a really nice sense of dark humor to it. And personally, I think that this is a better movie than Christmas Story because of one whole reason: the ending. Basically, Christmas Story, Ralphie wants a BB gun for the whole movie. He gets that BB gun during Christmas morning. He shoots his eye out like everybody says, and he lies saying an icicle fell on him and gets away with it. Sure, it's a iconic scene and everything, but I feel like it's kind of a bad message towards kids. But in this movie, our main character wants a Nintendo Entertainment System for the whole movie, and you know what he gets at the end? Bookends in a bright light. Yeah, he never got the Nintendo he wanted for Christmas, but because of that, it really left a better message than what Christmas Story did. When the main character, Jack, is just feeling down that he didn't get his Nintendo, he goes outside and sees that his dad built him a whole treehouse by hand. And in this treehouse scene, we just have a really touching scene between father and son just looking at each other, finding their own thing. And we get a pretty good message is that you don't really always get what you want for Christmas, but you do always get your family, so you should appreciate it while you always have it. My parents legit cried watching this ending, and I kinda teared up a bit too, to be honest. My favorite moment of this film has to be when the family goes to the mall. Even though this scene isn't really that important, I related the hell out of this scene, especially the other day on the 23rd. Me and my dad were low on Christmas presents for my mom, so we had to go to the mall on the 23rd, and yeah, it was packed. My dad acted just like John when it came to driving on the road getting to the mall. I give this film a 9 out of 10, giving it an A. Anyway, that's the review. Go down to the comments, tell me what you thought of 8-Bit Christmas, share this video with all your friends, and click that like and follow button to keep up with all my latest content. See ya and Merry Christmas.